Good morning, class 5. I am Anil Bhagat, your science teacher from Modern International School, ISWA. Welcome back to our e-learning program. Today, in this video lecture, we will discuss about chapter 3, Bones and Muscles. In the previous lectures, we discussed about skeleton, formation of bones, various important parts of skeleton, skull, rib cage, backbone, limbs, function of skeleton. In the yesterday lecture, we discussed about joints, that when two bones come close and joint at the place is called joint. Then we discussed about two types of joints, immovable joints and movable joints. Today we will discuss the two types of movable joint. Number one is ball and socket joint, and number two is hinge joint. So if you remember, I told you in the last lecture that our shoulder is a ball and socket joint. Our hip, the joint at our hip, is also ball and socket joint. So what will happen? What will the pattern of this joint? What is the pattern of this joint? In this joint there is a long bone, and the end of this long bone, is round shaped, and it is fitted in a socket, or you can say a hole. So here in our shoulder there is a socket which is prepared by this front collarbone, and from the back triangular shoulder bone. The socket is prepared, and the long bone is like what? Ball shaped, and it is go and fit inside this socket. So see, this will allow a long circular movement. So our arm moves like in a circle, in a properly it can move round and round. So this joint allows us to move properly. So class, this is a ball and socket joint. At the hip region also, the long bone of our leg, that is thigh bone or femur, the end of this bone is what? Round shaped, and it is fitted into the socket prepared by the or made by the hip bones. So our thigh bones also allow us, or this ball and socket joint at the hip region allow us to move in a circular way, or it can allow a very good amount of movement. So class, this is the two examples of ball and socket joint, that is our shoulder, and the next is our hip joint. So this is all about ball and socket joint. The next joint we will discuss about hinge joint. If you remember class, I told you that our elbow is an example of what? Our elbow is this joint is an example of hinge joint. The most important character of hinge joint is it allows movement in only one direction, not in the other direction. If you observe the door at your home, you will see that you can most of the doors only open in one side, not in the other side. The same wise our elbow and our knee, these two joints, our elbow and our knee, they will open and close in one direction only, not in the other direction. And if you try to move them in the other direction, then you will feel severe pain, and you will hospitalized, or you need to go to visit the doctor, because this will not allow you to visit in the other direction. They will move only in one direction. they will not allow you to move in other direction. So this is all about hinge joint. I hope you will understand this topic. Have a great day, class. Be safe at home. Thank you.